Shitoshi is back. After weeks of remaining silent, he finally sends a mysterious message. It is being ignored by most people. Having said that, it could be their biggest mistake thus far. To all appearances, it is an astrological blunder. Nevertheless, there are significant clues hidden inside. Pointers that might change the course of a Shiba Inu's life permanently. The chart is changing all the time. Waking up, the whales are swimming around. On top of that, how much does it cost? Its sanity is about to collapse. This upgrade is more than just that. A major incident may be about to break out at this very moment. But what exactly am I talking about? Let me explain it more thoroughly. Your daily dose of Shiba, wealthy coins, is here. If Shiba is something that piques your interest, you have come to the right place. Stay ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency business, and get the scoop on all the newest news predictions by subscribing. Click the like button to receive more Shiba news. Shitoshi Kusama came back after that. After being offline for over a month without any updates or conversation, he suddenly reappears. A long mysterious message, more like a prophecy than a tweet, appears to be published by him instead of the usual notification. According to what he said, I asked my astrologer to give me a summary, even if I'm not ready to talk about what happened during my long absence just yet. Furthermore, astrologers should pray for divine direction. You have definitely seen his fingerprint. Everything that happens after that reads like a mystic's diary. Rare cosmic activation of a predestined leader. A star-written destiny. His recent disappearance was a cosmic awakening, not a breakdown, according to the letter. This suggests that the outcomes were already decided. The alteration he undergoes is pre-programmed into his heavenly DNA. His birth chart has a double yod, a very rare astrological occurrence, according to the post's continuation. The finger of God is another name for it. It basically says that this kind of deep catastrophe was always meant for Shitoshi, because it would unlock a higher self-awareness inside him. To me, it's like a spiritual refresh that only a chosen few can experience. At the end of the message, Shitoshi is no longer trembling from the effects of this activation. No obstacles stand in the way of the road ahead. Because his success is predetermined by cosmic forces, his future accomplishment is not just likely but guaranteed. This is heavy stuff, so what does it mean? The timing was the first concern. He hasn't been seen for a while now. Many people in the neighborhood have been asking questions. There were nervous people and frustrated people. In the end, instead of providing an initiative update or roadmap, he comes back with this evocative cosmic manifesto. It fits perfectly with the person's past experiences of being shrouded in mystery, and is quite emotional and dramatic. There is definitely a feeling of renewal here. Now let's try to decipher the hidden meaning of this verse. He brings up an astrologer. That matters a great deal. His attempt to make his absence seem more heavenly than random is suggested by this. When people say double yod, it's with serious meaning, because the stars themselves forced me to change, and it wasn't just that I needed a break. In astrology, a yod represents destiny, metamorphosis, and stress. Nevertheless, a deliberately rare double yod like being chosen suggests that his difficulties were not failures, but rather initiations. For the really perceptive, there is also a not-so-subtle message. The lack of sound should not be cause for alarm. Leveling up has been my goal. Systems that change reality, innovation, and leadership are some of the topics he covers. That goes beyond mere philosophical discussion. It foreshadows potential future events. Anything from a new piece of technology, to an improvement in the Shiba environment, to something completely out of the ordinary, could be happening. Having said that, the tone of the writing makes one thing quite clear. This disappearance was the storm that came before the calm, when he was building a massive endeavor. Thus, is this a real scenario? Is it a campaign? Is it a way to get people excited again, after a long time apart? That can be taken in several ways, but regardless of one's astrological beliefs, the message has a different resonance. I agree, it's quite dramatic, but it's also clever in a way. It turns what would have been a public relations disaster into an iconic recovery. The real question is, what now that he's back? What do we do? Because nothing has happened so far if his claims are true. Here is the problem though. At that moment, the message was far from over. I get that you might be thinking, sure, that's an interesting story, if you were watching this with the hopes that the price of Shiba Inus would skyrocket. However, how is it relevant to Shiba Inu pumping as a breed? It is my sincere wish that you will stay by my side, since what follows may signal a sea change for the Shiba Inu kind of thing. Fate and astrology are no longer the exclusive factors. Post produced by Shitoshi. after this may be the strongest clue that something major is about to happen. More than that, it goes beyond words. Give me an opportunity to prove my point. Just the cryptic post attracted the Shiba Inu society. Everywhere you looked, reactions were popping up. Some seemed inspired, as if they were seeing the beginning of a major revival. Because there was so much talk about astrology, it confused some people. Naturally, there were doubters. Some people thought the statement was misleading, or possibly an attempt to hide the fact that the project was unresponsive. No matter how many people thought it was funny, it was serious. Whether or not they realized it, everyone was talking. A change occurred in the atmosphere. The mysterious Shecha era took on a new energy all of a sudden. The speech had an evocative, almost prophetic, spiritual character that touched people deeply. Wishes, questions, doubts, confusion. It was as if the community was given a glimpse into a world beyond cryptocurrencies. But then, as things were starting to settle down, he dropped another bombshell. Evidently in response to individuals who were skeptical of the original message or questioned its veracity, a follow-up post was created. On top of that, he was completely fearless this time. Here is the text for those who claim I am being dishonest. At first, it makes me laugh. Second, go over the letters that followed. Finally, this is not meant to support astrology as a science. Just remember that this is God's discipline, therefore stick to him. After that, that cosmic language suddenly bursts forth again. A potent Liber Stellium, a finger of God, an engaged North Node at 0° Leo, a rare double Yod, and other signs of karmic destiny were all part of my examination of his astrological blueprint. The claim that he is a con artist is more than just unfounded. The events happening are of such profound cosmic significance that it cannot fathom them. The main point that was already made is essentially restated by him. Neither Saitoshi's IQ nor his drive are the only factors here. It all comes down to luck. It has to do with being chosen. According to the message, everything that has happened to him was part of a divine plan, and people who think he's a fraud are just missing the bigger picture. What this means is that the uncertainty he's feeling right now is nothing new. For individuals called to leadership roles, it is an essential part of their journey. For the time being, let us think about this. It would appear that the story will continue in the next part. In addition to embracing the idea of development through conflict, Saitoshi claims that the constellations prove it. The harmony between his chart, destiny, and mission is immutable. It cannot be manufactured, and anyone who can't see it isn't mature enough to understand it yet. An extremely risky move. Skepticism is being woven into the myth by him. For example, the story requires you to doubt my credibility right now. You will, however, be able to see through the lies once everything has happened. So what exactly is its real importance? His message is clear. Trust in God rather than astrology. All he's doing is turning the message upside down. It's just code. He has no intention of encouraging people to use horoscopes or make predictions. Here he is claiming that astrology is only a tool for understanding God's plan, and that everything that is happening right now was decided upon before our eyes were opened. Furthermore, it is connected to what's to come. In order to get ready for something, he is presently building something. Every phrase, every mysterious post in this series is building up to that moment. No matter how you feel about the cosmic narrative, the message is clear. A major occurrence is about to transpire. Also, Saitoshi wants us to know that this is just the start. Talking to the investors is what needs to happen now. I know there is a sizable segment of Shiba Inu culture that doesn't care about astrology or cosmic metaphors, and that's why I bring it up. At first, they are exclusively keen on studying a single topic. Do you think the price will go up? At this juncture, things start to get interesting. In terms of the possible movement for Shiba Inus, these two tweets, which seem spiritual or cryptic, actually have a lot of weight. Why was it done? Reason being, these conversations are not arbitrary. They are signals, hinweis that something major is